We had been long awaiting your arrival, had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
I had no choice. A fight against the Shalmar, arranging something like that for sport? Bad idea. Yeah, let's just say it.
Your Grace, Shalmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shalmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Otherwise, we're not doing it. We need a reward, of course, and they know that.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Okay. I'll follow. They're still cheering, even though nothing's happening.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace, Witcher.
Greetings.
Yeah, let's inform him. Just in case he didn't know it yet. He probably doesn't know it yet. They're all working on this tourney anyway. Sorry to have to tell you, Abraxa killed some guardsmen.
Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body.
I know already.
Oh.
The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No.
No.
Abraxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
But how,
Through
we don't
careful
know.
analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt
Yeah.
insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
What you're doing is not helping anyway, so better have me handle things, okay?
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You
Haha,
bring
you
trouble,
feel
or thus
threatened,
far
of
have,
course.
always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating
No, you're
this
not.
on our own, without an outsider's help.
Ah,
I've
I
no
hate
doubt
it
about
when
it.
these guys are always so
Damien,
arrogant
We
about it.
settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
I don't know what they mean with that, actually. So let's go down the middle road then, because I don't know what they're referring to.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise? It's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both.
Yeah.
I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate.
Yeah, the coin
Title to
sounds
the
good.
vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have
I
slain
know.
the beast.
There's always a catch.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Damien's already
I accept
annoyed.
the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
Okay, yeah, let's start with the first victim.
How did it start?
What do we know?
Who was the first victim?
Crispy was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
That's weird.
So it is the first.
Oh my god, I
He was
accidentally
famed
pressed the
once
wrong
for his
one.
many glorious.
Sorry.
Crespi was not loved.
How'd he die?
Quite unusual. He had died.
So he died.
So it seems.
There we go.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of
Yeah.
the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete
So
proof
the
of
beast
any
probably
misdoings.
does listen to someone.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Similarities between the victims. Seems to be more and more of them.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Yeah, I do tend to be asking the extra questions.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus,
I do wonder what the Lady of the Lake is exactly.
At the time of his dubbing, a knight
because he
vows
was
to
also
demonstrate
involved with
throughout his
Goliath.
life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast denouncing moral decay.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Yeah,
Milton
with that
mentioned
guy in that
something.
weird costume.
Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
What's that mean? A team?
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure.
Well, let's find Milton then.
Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
In his
Rather
stupid bunny
problematic.
costume.
You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some
great.
tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner.
Yeah.
And you, Witcher,
So we're gonna
follow
play a
me.
game of hide
My
and seek.
gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Ooh, important mission! I do hope we'll be on time. You never know.
Your Grace!
Okay, Roach.
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
Yeah, I do kind of like her, though. She's not like... She has an attitude. I do kind of like that.
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! it to me!
The hell? Oh! Crap! Wasn't paying attention.
Your grace seems right at home in the saddle.
Oh my god. New quest.
Clear the way, I said.
Oh my god, seriously? I might as well not be... Okay, so that doesn't work in this case. You do need to be steering, otherwise it's not working. I think only in open nature it will... Oh my, I'm so bad at steer. What the hell? Okay. Oh, here it is. Alright, let's get off then.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
Oh,
We
that
must go
corner.
to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence.
Now,
so
luckily
should
we have
to
the
break
Witcher senses, so we can search these things really fast. We'll be either right on time or just too late. So it's gonna be interesting which way it's gonna go.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up.
Okay.
You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Yeah.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water.
I
See
don't
the
get why
lights?
there was a slider
The
for
hunters
that,
have
because it didn't really matter which outcome.
You
But...
must simply dive in and find it.
Oh, we gotta
The
dive.
unicorn.
It's not
How do I
my
catch
favorite
it?
thing
It's
to
terribly
do.
skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It turns around, over there, look.
Oh.
The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters.
Okay.
All clear? Then let's get to it.
Let's do this. Okay, look for the unicorn. I don't think it will matter which way I'm gonna go.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do
I
encourage
don't care. I didn't think there would be a connection to that guy in the hair suit. That he would actually be still part of a mission. So that is really nicely. That's below here. Never mind. Of course I'm stuck in it. Oh, okay, let's go. I'm just gonna follow the path then. Before I'm gonna mess up even more.
For your dolly body sleep has flown. Don't dare let her tremble